They're being called one of New Zealand's most stubborn invaders. Wilding pines are spreading fast across farms through native bush. We spoke about this on Friday, and what started as shelter and erosion control now costing farmers time, money and valuable land. Simon Williamson is with us this morning. Simon Cameron, I believe, is what I meant to say. Simon Cameron, Federated Farmers Vice Chair for Meat and Will, joins me this morning. Simon, good morning.
Morning, Ryan. Simon Williamson and Twiser will get a kick out of that.
I figured someone had just written the wrong name. Tell me, Simon, what happened on your farm in particular? What is happening with wilding pines?
My partner and I, we farm in Haas, so we don't so much have a wilding pine problem, but where I grew up in Kaikoura in the South Marlborough high country, and so it's still not too far from where I grew up, there's the branch lethem, which is arguably New Zealand's worst wilding pine infestation, which is currently not funded. It's not under the National Wilding Conifer Control Program. But, you know, through the years from growing up and working around that region and seeing the distance that these things are spreading and the land that they're invading, it's pretty devastating to see. I think you've seen some of the footage.
Yeah, we have. Tell us about what you think the government's role is in all of this.
The branch lethem in particular was planted by the Crown, so it was New Zealand Forest Service through the 70s and 80s. They planted it for erosion control. The Prime Minister at the time, Mr. R.D. Muldoon, he actually wrote to a local farmer in the district who's been doing an outstanding job of advocating for this too since the 70s, I might add, and said that there would be no spread of the wilding contortas in Marlborough or in any of the high country, that the Crown would take care of it, and that hasn't happened. The seed source is 52,000 hectares, and it's spreading onto Molesworth, the headwaters of the Altry, and they're not going to stop until they hit the sand dunes in Kaikoura.
And the money that's being spent right now, the government, $150 million over 9 years to stop the spread, and the more that's been promised, still not going to do it, you reckon?
No, the biggest problem is that there's a fluctuation in funding, and which creates inefficiencies, I believe. We need a consistent plan over a longer period of time, and we need to commit some funding sooner rather than later, especially to unfunded areas like the branch lethem. Immediately. We can't afford to leave it. Every year that we're not meeting the target or doing the required amount, the problem's getting worse by about 10%. So